plank if you want. What's the one you're trying to avoid? The back duck. Try to avoid that. The center of gravity is way too high, the embrace is way stretched out. And super advanced dancers, you can do that as well. Okay? In the Colgadas we're working on in this class, what else are we trying to avoid? Change of height. So unless the leader leads it, don't go down followers. Just stay, go out with your hips. You might go down geometry speaking wise. Try not to go down on purpose.
Don't bend your knees so much.
Okay, if the leader needs it, that's another story.
Now I'm matching his height.
Great. When I did my pattern, I did a rock step, and then I stepped in this line, catching the follower's foot. What's this line called? Yeah, it's not always there in the Colgadas that you need. In this pattern, you're set up in the line of power, so it's to your advantage. And then how do I get her to go to Colgada? Shift away to my left, and then I probably have to go back to my right to maintain the balance. And when I'm ready, I can make that cheat step up to 90 degrees or more, even around her.
What does the line of power have to do with us, followers? Why do we need to be aware of it? That's the direction where our hips are going. Yeah.
And followers, how are you exiting? Are you stepping over the box?
So we're taking what kind of steps? Long or short? Long. And around our knee.
Now, who has the final say for when the Colgada ends? It's really the follower. And when does that happen? Right. So if that foot goes down too early, you're done. So foreshortened Colgada. But if you can really stretch and reach as much as possible, you can increase the size of it. Now, honestly, the leader to lead this is turning. So if he wants you to go faster, he has to do what? Turn faster. So you'll see different things. You can prolong this. You can make this last 2 or 3 strong beats of music. Or you can just take her through in 1 strong beat.
That's it.
And this specific pattern, again, can be done on either side, and is specifically nice because it comes from this close embrace position. And here, my forearm stays on her back the whole time. I just open from the shoulder down, and then we go back to close embrace. So we never lost this connection. It's just her weight, instead of being chest to chest, is where it's forearm to back. Here's a little hands-on demo. Any final questions?
I have a final question. How much more difficult, you mentioned that you can do the other way, how much more difficult is that?
Because tango is asymmetric, we have the open and closed side of the brace, it tends to be a little more crunch on the closed side of the brace. You have to try to find a way to get room for it. Okay? You just have to make it open up just a little bit. And maybe I don't even need to do so much of a cheat step on that side. It's funny how things work. For me, it's just a little awkward because I have to change the embrace a little.
This right arm is not completely around her back.
This side's already open, so it's just easier to travel here. Once you get used to it and your followers committed, it's really not that much harder. Other than the fact that you're turning to your blind side, which is what, leaders?
The right side.
Your right side tends to be your blind side in tango, so leaders find that